Buenas, soy Drake para la nueva Death Battle. Y sinceramente estaría emocionado por esta Death Battle si no fuese por un comentario en el directo que me ha hecho darme cuenta de lo estúpida que es esta batalla. Ha sido muy simple, o sea, para empezar hemos ido a ver el anterior, ¿no? Que habéis votado por Deadpool. El Deadpool tampoco te había notado muy igualado, ¿no? Creo que voy a dejar la reacción así. ¿Por qué? Muy simple, porque así no creo que todos los cojones el copyright con YouTube, no sé por qué. No me digas por qué. Pero bueno, pero como decía, ha dicho un comentario en el Twitter, ¿no? Que Deadpool es inmortal. Y me he dado cuenta de algo. Es una Death Battle con personaje de cómic. ¿Vale? Es una mierda ya. A secas, es una mierda. Porque en un cómic Deadpool sobrevive a ataque de Thanos, pero en otro muere por ataque de Thanos. En un cómic Deadpool mata a Thanos, en otro cómic Deadpool le come la polla a Thanos. En un cómic Deadpool mata a todo el universo Marvel, en otro lo mata la chica ardilla. ¿Vale? ¿Me explico? Es un personaje de cómic, es una basura. Simplemente, hazlo tan poderoso como te salga del culo. En un cómic, Superman aguanta el libro del infinito que pesa el infinito, por lo cual por eso gana Goku. Es más fuerte, porque tiene el infinito. ¿Me explico? Ya está. Y a la máscara tiene el Real Warper, pero da igual, va a ganar Deadpool. Sinceramente, mi opinión es que va a ganar Deadpool, porque es un personaje más famoso, más meme y es inmortal. Y puede ser tan inmortal como sea. Ya está. Sí, se me ha quedado toda la emoción, la verdad.
Happy holidays from Rooster Teeth! Go to the Rooster Teeth store!
Estamos en estreno, sí. ¡Feliz Navidad! ¡Comprarnos
You
cosas!
sure this is gonna work? This'll shut him up for good?
Trust me, it's the perfect plan.
Okay then, let's get started.
To most of us, the laws of reality are unbending rules we never question.
Even for us, but for some people, they're more like guidelines.
Such as Deadpool, Marvel's merc with a micropenis.
And the Mask, a total Chad who just oozes big dick energy.
Huh, could have sworn that would get his attention.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
My third death battle? Ha! Wait, what was that about a micropenis?
Every famous superhero has a special something which makes them recognizable. Some are gothic knights of darkness, a showcase of order versus chaos. Some are instantly relatable, a prime example of an average person in a not-so-average world.
And some are shoved in your face over and over again until you just can't take it anymore.
Oh, shucks, are you talking about me? You're such a sweet talker.
Go away.
We've been through this, but why stop a good thing? Hi, I'm Wade Wilson, masterful mercenary and twice robbed of winning People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive award. Way back, I got stuck in a seriously shitty situation called cancer. The worst supervillain. But then the good folks of Department K offered me a cure. Sounded great. Until I learned the big plot twist.
Department K was actually a sect of the Weapon X program, a top secret project for crafting super soldiers by any means necessary.
They shot Wade up with 50 cc's of hot, creamy Wolverine juice. It gave him the same crazy healing factor, but also turned his face into an improv comedy prompt.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado.
Yeah. After escaping in gruesome fashion, Wade resumed his life as a mercenary, taking the name Deadpool.
He's got your standard superhuman buffs, super strength, super speed, super toughness, the works. But he put that super swagger to use as an expert martial artist. Though it's hard to tell sometimes because he lets himself get hit a lot.
Hey, when you have a healing factor that would make even Logan's nuclear-charred adamantium skeleton blush, you let yourself nosh on a lead sandwich every once in a while. I've survived gunshot wounds, impalement, organ destruction, supification, and even freaking disintegration. Good luck trying to take me out.
Don't take all the credit for yourself.
Ahí
You know
está.
you were cursed with everlasting life by Thanos during some of that.
Yeah, well, me and Space Grimace have a really deep relationship. About as deep as
La excusa es que en estos cómics era inmortal, no por inmortal, sino por inmortal por Thanos. Es como, ¿lo veis? ¿Por qué los cómics son mierdas?
I am and his girlfriend. Hey-oh!
Good thing Thanos removed the curse so we could violently murder you.
An impulse I deeply empathize with.
Well, as much as I like getting resurrected after that, I like doing the opposite to other people even more. As in killing them. With weapons, especially my lovely Golden Girls, Bee and Arthur.
That would be his katanas, which are almost unbreakable thanks to an energy field from his suit. Fully charged, they can even cut the Hulk.
Even then, Deadpool is a walking arsenal with enough machine guns, sniper rifles, grenades, rocket launchers, tranquilizers, etc. to take out a small country.
And if I'm feeling cute, I might delete you later with any one of the wacky weapons of mass destruction I picked up on my misadventures. Like a gun that wipes you from history, the actual Venom symbiote, and the 7th Infinity Stone, the Continuity Gem. It rewrites canon itself and could even make Wiz and Boomstick bearable co-hosts. I mean, maybe.
Oh yeah? Well, let's go over some of these feats of yours. Take it away, Wiz.
With pleasure. Deadpool has showcased his impressive super strength when, at one point, he stood up straight, without aid. Based on Deadpool's cannon weight and examining the distribution of mass here, we can deduce his legs can support 210 pounds, or just under 100 kilograms.
Wait, what?
Oh, or how about the time he held up this pistol? That's a Desert Eagle Mark 19, which weighs 72 whole ounces. Amazing!
Guys, what the hell? You know I can kick people through concrete walls and yank around a 6-ton helicopter, right?
Here we can see him running, much like typical human beings run. And the average male running speed is about 9.4 kilometers per hour.
Hey, I was outrunning a goddamn airplane. Do you know how fast airplanes are? Jesus H. Christ almighty. Do some research for once, you frauds.
Jokes aside, Deadpool can move faster than the eye can track. He's caught Captain America's shield, which Cap can throw fast enough to slice through tanks. He's even done.
Ya empezamos con que una vez cogió el escudo de Capitán América, que una vez en otro cómic, él cuando lo lanzó cortó un tanque por la mitad. Ah, pero es la misma vez que le lanzó. No, supongo que no, o sí, no lo sé. Una vez Thor lanzó el martillo y ese martillo te va por culo, tío. Es que me cabrean tanto estas gilipolleces. Uy, estoy salty.
Dodge the electric-powered mutant Surge's lightning blast. If these are anything like the leaders of real lightning, they could be moving over 98,000 meters per second.
Deadpool's a tough son of a bitch, too. He's survived a sunburn from a freaking space laser, getting crushed under the Chrysler building, and an explosion that cratered an entire city block. Just look at the size of that.
Measuring the crater's volume and applying statistics for pulverization of rock, the explosion must have equaled about 130 tons of TNT.
That's like getting hit in the face with 22 monster trucks driving at top speed, all at the same time.
But Deadpool isn't perfect. Far from it, obviously. Unlike Wolverine, his chemically induced healing factor isn't a natural evolution, and so it seriously damaged his brain. Which explains a lot.
This guy isn't just annoying as balls, he's legit insane. Talk about a terrible combination.
Well, Deadpool's insanity leads him to talk to seemingly invisible people, namely the writers and editors of each comic book he's in.
I mean, is it really insanity if it's true? That's even how he got rid of the Continuity Gem, by literally handing it over to the editors.
While his broken mind and daredevil attitude makes him incredibly unpredictable, it can often put him in over his head. Plus, while his healing factor is quite potent, it's not an instant quick fix.
That's why he prefers to reattach his limbs rather than wait for them to regrow.
Am I crazy? Or is your hand really small?
That's not pleasant.
His biggest weakness,
En algún cómic, Deadpool se regenera casi automáticamente.
though, is that he's a dumb internet meme and he should feel bad about it.
And using this mathematical formula, taking account of Deadpool's abundance in media, we can quantify exactly how dumb he is.
You know, I've done this death battle bullshit 3 times now, and can I just say, I hope you douchebags never change. I love it. I'll be over there chomping on popcorn and chimichangas while your heads explode trying to figure out how I could possibly lose this one. Toodles!
Good riddance.
Deadpool may be an annoying clown who has menaced Marvel's good and bad sides for decades, but he's also had sex with my mom over 100 times and made her moan like, hey, who changed the prompter? Come back here, you son of a bitch!
Psychologist Carl Jung once described the persona as a kind of mask, designed on the one hand to make a definite impression on others, and on the other to conceal the true nature of the individual.
Right.
Basically, who we are on the inside is different than who we are on the outside. But what if putting on a mask could actually reveal what was underneath it?
Underneath the mask? You mean your face?
I don't even know how to start to answer that.
Use your mouth, it's on your face. Well, while Wiz is trying to figure out how masks work, dumbass, let's talk about one mask in particular, the mask.
Its origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was used as part of an African tribal ritual. Others say it was created by Loki, the Norse god of mischief.
Who knows and who cares? It wound up in the hands of Stanley Ipkiss, the slubbiest, dorkiest loser this side of Deadpool.
Regenerating degenerates have feelings too, you know.
Curious, Stanley donned the mask and was transformed from an everyman to a Superman.
Smokehead!
And now he's a big green cartoon character the media dubbed Big Head.
But you can just call him the Mask. With his newfound powers, Stanley would take on the mob, get the girl, and live happily ever after. Right?
Don't let the family movie fool you. Sorry, movies. I always forget that second one.
Don't blame you. This ain't your silly Steamboat Willie shenanigans. Get ready for some good old-fashioned hardcore violence.
See, the mask itself is alive, and it desires nothing more than absolute carnage. By tapping into its wearer's repressed id, it can turn a nebbish nobody like Stanley into a rampaging serial killer.
Complete with Bugs Bunny powers. Horrifying.
Metafictional combat scientists like myself have long speculated about a unifying theory that could explain the source of the mask's powers. We call this phenomenon Toon Force. Think of characters such as Bugs.
¿Cuál fue la pelea donde peleó el tío Gilito? Que peleó contra no sé quién. Que dije ahí, lo más gilipollas que un cómic es pelear a un personaje de cartoon. Porque quizá en una escena de cartoon, el tío Gilito rema de un sitio a otro sitio y calculando lo que tiene que tardar una persona normal, el tío Gilito ha ido tan rápido que técnicamente hay que ir a la velocidad de la luz. ¿Me explico? Eso, pedazo de anormales con patas, no es hacer una buena review, una buen análisis. No, eso no darse cuenta de que los escritores cometen fallos y no tienen ni puta idea de escribir. Algunos. Joder, es como los subnormales que me dicen, en el manga no hay relleno. Gilipollas. Hostia, ¿qué pasa? Estoy salty.
Bunny, Popeye, and Michael Jordan. A being that wields Toon Force seems capable of accomplishing almost anything they desire so long as they find it humorous. With this power, the mask can manipulate the laws of physics whenever he likes, even breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, God, no, he can break it too? You never said anything about that, and now we've got two of them.
Don't forget about me!
Pinky.
Two of them.
Regardless, Toon Force allows the mask to summon any kind of weapon imaginable from thin air.
Everything from oversized guns and rocket launchers to whoopee cushions, dynamite, anvils, hell, anything from the good fellas at Acme.
Toon Force users can manipulate their bodies in any way they like, whether it be stretching their limbs, inflating themselves like a balloon, or shape-shifting into giant monsters.
And best of all, you can't really hurt a Toon. Well, at least not in the normal way.
Right, it's not that the mask has a specific healing factor or some such, it's more like he can just say no to damage.
He's had holes blown in him, had his head cut off, stripped his own flesh from his bones, and was blown up into a bloody pulp. He can outpace Lobo, remember him? Because he doesn't need to wait for his body to heal. It just happens.
However, the scariest thing about the mask's use of Toon Force is how it affects the world around.
Acaba de decir que literalmente... Ya está, gana la máscara. ¿Por qué? ¿Cuál es el poder más bestia de Deadpool? La inmortalidad. Aquí en este vídeo han dicho que Deadpool puede tardar en curarse. Y aquí acaban de decir que la máscara se cura, así. Así que la máscara gana en el combate.
Around him. In most cases, the rules of Toon Force are applied to the user and whomever or whatever the force is affecting.
This even happens in the movie. Man, look at her go!
But in the true canon of the mask, this is not the case. And this leads to some, well, horrific imagery. The mask can pick up cars and knock over buildings with ease. He can dodge point-blank bullets and run fast enough to set the ground on fire. He has survived massive explosions.
Ya es más rápido que Deadpool. Deadpool puede llegar a un avión. Él corre tan rápido que hace fuego en llamas. Sí, están haciendo a la máscara más fuerte. Ya está, gana la máscara.
Giant robots and being kicked in the testicles so hard he flew.
Out of all the gore in those comics, that is the worst thing I've seen yet. But remember what we said before?
Literalmente están haciendo lo que dije yo. ¿Qué más subnormal que pelear con un personaje de cómics? Un personaje de cartoon. El problema es que la máscara es literalmente un personaje de cómic en cartoon. A secas. Es estúpido.
About him fighting Lobo, the guy who ate a city?
At one point, Lobo and the Mask raced around the entire planet several times in the span of just a few seconds, and then crashed into each other in an absolutely gargantuan blast. Based on their after-trail rings, and given an estimated time frame of less than half a minute, which fits given the context, they must have been going over 9 million meters per second.
Ah, what a couple of scamps.
There's only one way to really stop the mask, and that's by removing the mask itself.
Good luck trying. The only way is if the wearer has already decided to let it come off. And with the power it gives, who'd want to?
Technically, the conscience of the person the mask possesses still exists, and could be reasoned with or tricked into removing the mask.
Like when Lobo threw a guilt bomb at him after he murdered hundreds of people.
But the mask itself has an astronomically powerful influence on its host.
Right. I mean, who doesn't like letting loose every once in a while? We've covered a lot of vicious murderers on the show, but I've never seen one who has as much fun with it as the mask.
Let's rock this joint!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, I've got a hunger for some...
I swear if you cut the commercial, I'll strangle you both with an actual blue a-
By now, you've probably heard of meal I can whip over.
$60 off when you visit...
Es...
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this mess. But there's only enough
Megamind.
funding for a few minutes of animation, so we're skipping that part.
Joder, X,
Okay. All right, Majora's Mistake. You've got one chance to take that off. Penis metaphor! Huh? Ha! Woo! What a ride! I must break you. Owie! Got it! Actually, that's not canon. Let's just say I know the right people. With this continuity gem, I can rewrite anything I think needs fixing. I could stop Hitler from being born, rewrite the Star Wars prequels, or even make you take off that mask.
Me encanta cómo las peleas, todas estas son las que todo el mundo se queja, ¿no? Aquí Cloud gana a Link, Wonder Woman gana a Rogue,
I could
pero mejor es esto, Superman perdiendo contra Goku.
stop Hitler from being born, rewrite the
Ah, bueno, y la de Jan contra Tifa, que mucha gente también se cabreó. Pero es que Ruby también tiene un elemento muy trampa en las peleas, pero bueno, Laura.
Star Wars
Aquí
prequels,
Tifa
or
gana.
even make you take off that mask. No! Stop it! No! This is over.
No.
Oh, wow! You weren't kidding!
Ah, Beans, we're in the storyboards.
Old chum, I think that zany stunt of yours ran out the budget. can't make the scene if you don't have the green. Lucky for you, I have an idea!
Ah, that's it.
Honey bun, we're good to go.
Vale. Vale. ¿Por qué no?
What? Where'd you get that? Oh, Jack! I'm already wearing it!
Look at the sky. He isn't me. Although the internet thinks he might be. Perhaps I've gone too far, far from my reality. I'll do this right. I'm not a joke. What even is a chimichanga? Fuck you.
Bad lady.
Indeed. Who's next?
KO!
¿Lo ves?
Yes! He's gone! He's finally gone! He can never bother us again! Why don't I feel as awesome as I should?
To be fair, given his more robust history, Deadpool held a solid advantage in experience and skill. He was relatively smarter and more, mentally put together in comparison. So it's possible he could have outsmarted the Mask, if given the chance.
Yeah, except that chance was never gonna come. He had some really cool feats of strength and speed, but the Mask blew him out of the water. Like, who cares that Deadpool pulled around a 6-ton copter when the Mask knocked over a building weighing over 1,000 tons? And comparing their speed, he's 100 times faster too. Like, there's no contest.
Not to mention the size of the blast from the Mask and Lobo's collision equals 322 teratons of TNT, trillions of times greater than Deadpool's asteroid feat.
Whiz, stop. None of that matters. This is stupid. We pit Deadpool against a cartoon god. Like you said, the Mask could just say no to damage. Deadpool couldn't even really hurt him. This whole thing was a blowout, a total stomp.
No, I mean, I guess you're right. We're supposed to be impartial, and we went too far. But Boomstick, it's too late to change it.
There's no way to mask what we've done.
The winner is...
What the hell?
Dear Wiz and Boomstick, I know our relationship has been a rocky one, but I just wanted to say, thanks. Thanks for helping me rediscover who I am. Who I really am. The past decade of memes and cosplays and Hot Topic shirts changed me, and I couldn't see it on my own. You made me remember my true self, missing feet and all. And with some help from this royalty-free Sarah McLachlan ripoff song, I hope you can find in your hearts your true selves too. Sayonara, Death Battle. Sayonara.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Wiz, but I wish he was still around.
No.
Yeah, me too.
Ahí está.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah!
The winner is me!
Hey, thanks for watching this interesting episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get by clicking the link down below. And we're about to announce this year's season finale.
Finales.
I have the power of youth on my side.
I am here!
Gana Guy. ¿Gana Guy? Hostia. Hostia, espérate.
The power of youth.
Hostia, no sé si gana Guy. Sí, gana Guy. Gana Guy. A ver, ¿cuál es el momento más impresionante de All Might? No creo. No se me ocurre cómo podría ganar All Might. Quiero decir, en su momento full, ¿no? Quizá cuando pelea contra el Nomu, que incluso dice que podía ser más poderoso antes. Antes de recibir la herida por All for One. Pero es que la potencia que tiene... Claro. La octava puerta. El problema es la octava puerta. Es que la octava puerta es demasiado roto. O sea... Claro, la octava puerta es morir también, así que... Es un poco trampas, ¿no? Es un poco trampa usar la octava puerta. Mierda. Bueno, en sí la pelea me ha encantado. O sea, lo que es la animación ha sido espectacular. En serio, espectacular. Lo que es la comparativa y tal ha sido ridícula. Pero me gusta en el sentido de que ellos también se han dado cuenta de que es ridícula. O sea, literalmente han dicho que hemos comparado a Deadpool con un dios. Así que al menos lo han reconocido por mucho que sea tan... Es que es muy estúpido. Y bueno, dale like y eso. Me pido.